I would want us to just proceed on. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
We
thank
can.
you. Okay, thank you so much. Now, maybe to begin, I want us to begin with a word of prayer. And as it will be our practice throughout this course, we'll always have one of us pray, volunteer to pray as we move on. So I want to request a volunteer to pray.
Okay, I'll volunteer.
Okay, yes, Esther, go right ahead.
Okay, so let us pray. Our Father and our God, in Jesus' name, we thank you, we bless you, we worship you even as we start this session. We ask of your guidance, we ask for wisdom, and we ask that you may be with us. Help us and guide us, O Lord. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and welcome to this course. We are going to start with the introductions. Allow me to switch off from my device a minute. Okay, thank you so much. Now I am back to my device. Now, I want us to begin off with introductions. And before I introduce our team that we are in here, I would request all of us to be ready to introduce ourselves. So if you don't know where the mute button is, where the unmute button is, if you can see your video, that would be very good, so that we can get to put a face to you. Also, as we also do this orientation session, if you are close to a computer and you have your e-learning system open, that will be very good, because there are some things that we shall do at the end, towards the end, that you'll also need to browse the system a little bit. And therefore, I want us to just be prepared for that. In the introductions, I'll start by calling our names as we are here. And then I will request you to introduce yourself, tell us your name, also tell us your organization, also tell us what are your expectations in this safari. So let's start with Anne. Anne, over to you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. You can hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, my name is Anne Kagiri. I work at the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority as an ICT officer. For me, this course, I would like to know more about the Data Protection Act 2019 and how I can apply it in my organization. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to post the introduction there. I have our deputy director who wants to make a comment and who wants to introduce herself and also welcome us to this program. Our deputy director Vera Obonyo is also in our WhatsApp, a bit quiet, but is following everything that is happening there, and we are moving as a team. So over to you, Vera, who is also the coordinator of this program.
Thank you very much, Nathan. And thank you, participants, for allowing me this opportunity to at least just introduce myself. I'm sorry I'm having to cut you short a little bit, but I'm attending, I'm away on duty, and I want to make sure that at least I can give my remarks before the room gets full again. So thank you. I want to just take this opportunity to welcome you to the Online Data Protection Program. This has been a program that we have rolled out with the ODPC and also with support from GIZ. And it's one of, should I say, our flagship programs that we are really proud of having done online. And I just want to say also on behalf of our Director General and also the rest of the senior management at KSG, that this is a program that we are very proud of, even as a school, because I think as you go through it, you will realize the high quality of work that has been put to make sure that it goes in. We have subject matter experts from each and every area of data protection who will be taking you through. We have experts from ODPC, we have experts from ICTA, we have experts from faculty. So we have a very wide group of people who are taking. You've also seen the introductory comments by the commissioner herself. And so this is a program that I could say has been developed to ensure that you get the maximum out of the program. I do know it is going to be very heavy. I think you've been told that right from the beginning. So for the next 2 weeks, get ready for a marathon safari. If anybody thought that online programs are less hectic or less involving than face-to-face, I think after taking this program, you're going to dispel that myth, because you will realize that face-to-face programs are not only very intensive, but they are also very engaging in terms of learning. And by the time you leave, you will be very good in the content to do with data protection. This program has been organized to be very interactive, not only among yourselves, but even with the facilitators. And so you'll find that you not only have videos and content that you watch, but there are also interactive lectures with the facilitators twice a week, so that you can be able to catch up with what needs to be done. On top of that, one of the mottos that you usually find from Nathan consistently talking about is, we say, leave no one behind. And so you will occasionally find Nathan telling you, this is where you have reached, please move on, this is where we are at, kindly catch up, because we want to make sure that we get 100% completion rate for this particular program. We also have a very competent group of IT officers who are supporting us. I think Nathan will introduce them together with the rest of the team at ELDI. We have a very good team that we are working with to make sure that you complete. Other than that, I think you have gone through the introductory, you've seen the 8 modules that we have. You've seen the content that is generated for each of those modules. You're already forming your groups, and we are sure that this is going to be a very good learning experience for each one of you. I also want to say that I am a silent listener, yes, on your WhatsApp group. So you will find that at least I keep tabs. If somebody is not being answered as quickly as they should, then you just prompt them and say, hey, a participant wants a response on this, please go and attend, and please deal with them. So we are in this journey and in this safari together. Like I'm saying, we want to look forward to 100% completion rate so that no one is left behind. But other than that, I think my intention is to make sure that we work and we keep everybody on board. And if you have any issues, please don't hesitate to escalate them. We value your feedback. And you are a very privileged group, because up to now, we are still receiving applications for people who wanted to take this program online. And you can see we had a very limited group of people. We could only take a maximum of 100 people for this online program. The rest of the people who will be taking it are going to have to be sponsored by their organizations. So I think this is a very good effort for us to have you go as data protection champions, and to also be able to facilitate the rest of the people in your organizations. So thank you very much. As you continue with your introductions, I will have to be a silent listener and maybe just catch up as you do that, because I'm in an environment that will not allow me to speak much further. But I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join this program. And I think with that, Nathan, even as we continue, I'd just like to declare this program officially opened. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vera, and that's a warm welcome. We are now set in the safari. Our safari is on, and therefore I want us to continue with the introduction. I'm using my list on the chat here, so you can know that you are based on your alphabet, maybe. So I want to go to Bob Waithaka. At least I know it's Bob Waithaka. Bob, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Maybe I'm talking to myself.
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. Yes.
And good afternoon, my classmates. My name is Robert Waithaka. I work in the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties as the head of IT department. And my expectation, we maintain a register much bigger than that of the IBC. We have about 24 million members. My expectations is to be equipped with the key skills that we can apply in our organization to make sure that we maintain this register while observing and aligning ourselves to the provisions of the Data Protection Act 2019. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bob. You will interact with us regarding the irregular registration of us in political parties. And I go now to Christine.
Hello, good afternoon.
If you can see videos, I think that will be okay. But if it's not possible, it's still okay.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah Christina Bitaka. I work for Agricultural Finance Corporation as a credit officer based in Murang'a branch. I'm honored to be part of this program, and my expectation is by the end of the 2 weeks, I should be in a better position to understand and implement whatever I'll have learned about data protection. Sometimes we just take it lightly, but from the orientation week, I realized there's so much to learn about it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine. Karibu sana. I want to go to Collins, all the way from Murang'a University.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Collins Nsembe. I'm a public relations officer at Murang'a University of Technology. My expectations are to learn how to implement the provisions of the Data Protection Act within the university sector. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Collins. We'll really interact with you in regard to the education sector. Then I go to my senior in the profession, Dr. Chwea. Daktari, I hope you can hear me.
Hello,
Okay.
hello. You
Yes,
can hear me now?
We can hear you now.
And you can see me? I can see my son here standing to make sure I am the teacher is really taking care of me. My name is Dr. Naftal Chwea, and I work in for the State Department of Culture and Heritage. And currently, I am the Director Record Management in charge of record management in the public sector. My expectation here from this training is to really understand the issue of data protection and how the same can be connected with the freedom of information and record management in the public sector. I really look forward to be able to learn much as I advise government agencies and individuals on the issue of records, access, and the data protection. So I really look forward, number one, to learn much about the data protection, and more importantly, again, to have new friends as we continue this journey. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Daktari. We also look forward to learn from your very great wealth of experience. Let me go to Elizabeth.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Itotia. I apologize, I'm not able to put on my video since I'm listening in as I'm moving on the road. My name is Elizabeth Itotia again. I work as a radio pharmacist at Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital. And my expectations from this course is to be able to learn the legal provisions and how better to handle patients' data, because we handle very sensitive data. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Elizabeth. We look forward to learn a lot from the medical field. And I want to go to Esther Kinyanjui, who will be our counselor in this training. Over to you, Esther.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Esther Kinyanjui from the State Department for Public Service, a counselor by profession in the Counseling and Wellness Unit in the department. My daily routine or the core at where I work is to provide counseling and wellness services, provide psychoeducation, and as well as provision of psychological first aid, what we refer to as PFA, and to take care of mental health issues, which is actually one of the very issue that is affecting Kenyans in great length in the here and now. I'm expecting to learn a lot on data protection. I'm a bit green, and I know in this area of data protection, I know by the end of the 2 weeks, I'll be well grounded. Yeah, thank you so much, team.
Karibu sana. Thank you. Thank you so much, Esther. We are in good hands with the counselor with us now. And so the doors are open. I want to go to Esther Manyeki.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Esther Manyeki. I work at Kefri as an ICT officer. My expectation is to learn about data protection and especially the Data Protection Act and how we can apply it as Kefri. And also to make friends and learn from my seniors. Thank you.
Great Esther, tutapanda miti. Thank you so much. I want to go to Eunice.
Yes, good afternoon, colleagues. My name is Eunice Washira. I'm a senior nursing officer with the Ministry of Health. My expectation in this training, first of all, I'm so much privileged to be part of it. And as a person who handles a lot of patient data on day-to-day basis, my expectation is to know what are the legal provisions for handling patients' data, and also other than that, how I can be able to use this data for decision making in my day-to-day work. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eunice. And I want to go to Faith I think Faith is an advocate, so we'll talk some few difficult words. So Faith, over to you, Faith Sialai. Faith,
Sorry, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Faith Emoy, Rotich Sialai. I am a legal counsel at the National Assembly. And my expectation is to learn more about the data protection law. I've interacted with the access to information law extensively. So I just hope now to see how the two interact. Thank you.
Wow, I think I want to join your group, your team. I most likely I will learn so much from the legal area. Thank you, karibu sana. Hezron.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
my name is Hezron Gishiwa Mbogwa, currently the branch manager, Agricultural Finance Corporation in Murang'a. I cover the entire Murang'a County on matters financing, anything within the agricultural value chain. What I'm expecting to learn from this training, in AFC, most of this information is domiciled at the ICT. I want to see how that information can be localized within my area by learning so much about the data protection, some key skills that can be able to be applied at my level and be able to share with other colleagues in the organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Hezron. We look forward to learn so much together. Let's go to Jamila Abdi.
Hi, team.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Jamila Abdi. I work with NTSA. And my expectation is that I learn more about, I expect to learn more about Data Protection Act as I'm a green student. Thank you so much.
Okay, welcome. Welcome. We look forward to learn together. I want to go to James.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is James Mutunga. I am the head of business development at a company called Clinisia. We are based in Singapore, but we have our footprints all over the world. Our main product is called Clinisia. It is a software for clinic management. Through this program, I would like to learn more about the Data Protection Act because our system collects a lot of patient data and how to keep it secure. So I'd like to learn more about the Data Protection Act and how to navigate also the process of getting this compliance. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, James. We look forward to learn. Let's go to John. John Kanyi. And we look forward to see the videos so that we can get to interact. John, are you able to hear us? You are unmuted, but we cannot hear you. Maybe as we wait for John, let us move on to Josephat.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be part of the team. My name is Josephat Nyongesa. I work in the Office of Registrar of Political Parties alongside my colleague Robert. Basically, I look forward for a comprehensive understanding of the data protection and its best practices. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Josephat. We will learn together as a team in the safari. Let's go to Kelvin.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Kelvin Muchangi from Kenya Animal Genetic Resources Center, and I work as an ICT officer. My expectation at the end of this course is to be able to understand the Data Protection Act, and more so how this can be implemented on safeguarding customer data, ensuring privacy compliance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelvin. I think I hear you are my neighbor around here, so maybe I can hear you speak loudly from your office.
Sure.
Thank
Sure. I'll come for a cup of tea.
Thank you so much. Let's work together in this safari. As I invite Mikhail Mugotsita.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
I'm Michael Mugotisa. I'm the Senior Information and Cybersecurity Officer at the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Well, apart from the anxiety we cause every 14th of the month when releasing our pump prices, we also process and control a lot of data. So I'm excited to be part of this team, and I'm expecting to learn a lot. I hope to be able to appreciate the similarities and differences between the Data Protection Act of Kenya and the EU's General Data Protection Regulations, GDPR requirements. Thank you very much, and looking forward to the safari.
Thank you so much. Unit 2 will be dealing with that. I can already tell you that just spice your appetite for Unit 2, which is the overview of legal and regulatory and the institutions involved in data protection. So then, thank you so much. Let's go to Ngetich.
Hi, and good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Yes, I'm Ngetich Geoffrey, working as a records management officer in the State Department for Culture and Heritage. I work under your senior, Dr. Chue, and our work is basically management of public records. We manage records right from their birth through their lifetime to their disposal. I'm very much privileged to be selected to join this training, which I expect at the end of the training, I'll have known what is entailed in the Data Protection Act 2019. I'll also like to know more about the data controllers and the data processors. Hope at the end of the safari, I'll be equipped and I'll be in a better position to protect the data I'll be coming across during my service in the government of Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's walk this safari. I want to now go to Miguel Deuri.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm Nigel Ngugi, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, working at Huduma Kenya Secretariat as a legal officer. So my expectations for this program are just to learn the duties and obligations of data processors and data subjects.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to now go to Jerry Maina.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Njeri Maina. I work for National Syndemic Diseases Control Council, and I head the legal department there. My expectations are basically to ensure we comply with the Act, because we deal a lot with information on key and vulnerable population, children, women. So we deal with sensitive data. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Njeri. Let's take this path together as I go to Taumbu Kinywa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Me? Okay, thank you, Mr. Karanja. Mine is to say that I want to more understand about the jargons used in data protection, because it's a new field to me. And my name, as you've been told, is Dixon Kenywan Taumurukongi. I work as a records management officer in Huduma Kenya Secretariat, and I'm longing to learn more and network more with my colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kenywa. And yeah, we have worked with Kenya for some time. So I know this is yet another path. Let's go to Okech. Okech.
Afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is George Okech, Deputy Director at the Records Management at the Teacher Service Commission. My work entails managing teacher records throughout their life cycle. And you are aware TSC is the employer of all teachers. And so the issue of personal identifiable information is very critical in our business. So it means there must be a framework to protect the personal information of teachers so that they align and they conform with the national laws on records management and information management in the country. One of the expectations, given that data protection is also a new phenomenon in Kenya, and I believe from research, Kenya could be the second country in Africa that has institutionalized the Data Protection Act. And this calls for a lot of awareness in this space of data protection issues and safeguards. So my expectation is to work with their colleagues and the facilitators dispensing this program so that we continue conforming and aligning to data protection, and that Teacher Service Commission, one of the major challenges, basically, we are dealing with many stakeholders who have got interests, and the interest basically ends up in the processing of the data, more so the contractors and vendors whom we contract a lot of businesses, not mentioning the insurance companies, which do a lot of need a lot of data so that they can process the insurance contracts, the ICT systems, and vendors who sometimes, and in most cases, we give a lot of data from teachers so that they can come up with the systems which we have contracted. So the issue of disposing this data is a concern to us, and also retaining this data at the end of their contract. That's a major concern. Then the other expectation is to get a nexus or understand a nexus between Article 31 of the Constitution, the nexus between CIA and data protection, that is confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. With the Data Protection Act, what is the nexus in those two areas? And I'm glad I've also seen in the team my friends and colleague Dr. Chua, and also seen 3 colleagues. Josephat Mangaz is also there. So thank you. This is a networking space also. Thank you, facilitator.
Thank you. Thank you. We say public service, the vineyard, we are all working and we keep meeting. Let's engage as we learn together. I want to go to Olivia.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olivia Wambui. I work at Ministry of Land Registration Department as an office administrator. My expectation for this course is to get to learn about the Data Protection Act. It's actually a new thing to me. I'm so green. And how I can improve whatever I'm doing, the record keeping process where I am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Olivia. There is someone who has entered with the name operations. So operations ni Paris. Okay, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paris. Apologies, but I think I've logged in as Paris. My name is Paris Morelli. I work for Agricultural Finance Corporation. I'm a customer service expert. I think this is the first time I'm interacting with the Data Protection Act, and I'm really looking forward to understanding the provisions, how data is supposed to be processed, the rates, and the protection of the subjects. I'm looking forward to interacting with everyone. I'm really honored to be part of this. And I'm so glad to realize that this is a very interactive program. And at first when I joined, I didn't really think it was this interactive, but in the last few days, I've realize that it's very interactive. There's a lot of matters that you're going to cover, and I'm looking forward to learning and just networking with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paris. Thank you so much. Let's go to Reginald Mishila. Mishila. Okay. If he cannot get us, I want us to move. Okay, if he cannot get us, let us move on to Timothy Koskei. Koskei.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Timothy Kosgei from Konza Technopolis. I work as an ICT officer, network and security, and Konza being a cloud service provider, my expectation is to learn on applications of data processor and data handlers. And also expectation number 2 is to have a network with all of you here and have all of you come and host at Konza. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're already marketing. We are okay. ASG, we are already there. So we market for others. Now, let's get to Viola.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Viola Nasa. I work at Carefree as an ICT officer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And lastly, we go to Yvonne Njiru.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yvonne Biro from Konza Technopolis Development Authority. My expectation is to learn more about the Data Protection Act. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And before I go to my team, let me give an opportunity to anyone that I may have missed. If you not introduce yourself, you can unmute and introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now, John.
Yeah, sorry, I had problems with my audio. My name is John Kani. I work with the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in Eldoret as a radio pharmacist, and I look forward to learning more about the Data Protection Act, especially how it relates to health information. And I also look forward to interacting with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Any other person who have not introduced themselves? Any other
Chair,
person?
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Afternoon, Caroline.
Okay, this is Caroline Ikirinya from Konza Technopolis Development Authority. I think for me, my greatest expectation is to learn more about data protection, about the Act, and how, as officers, we can be able to advance this in the protection of the data across the public sector and beyond. My second expectation is more to network, get to know each other, and be able to advance the network beyond just the studies. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Caroline. Any other person that has not introduced themselves?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Elizabeth Musembi, Commission Administrative Justice, as commonly known as the Office of the Ombudsman. My expectation is to learn the difference on what the boundaries between access to information and data protection. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, CAJ. Let's, any other person that we have left out? Okay. If there is none, let's have, okay, there is someone, yes, Mishira. Over to you, sir.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Reginald Michera from ICT Kefri. Looking forward to learn more about data protection. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And any other person? Okay. Let me get to the team from KSG. We are so many from KSG. Not many, we are not many, we are quite a number of us here. And I want to start with Evans Rotich. Introduce yourself and introduce, and any other person who may be around there, you can also introduce themselves. Evans? Evans, you seem to have quite some noise behind you. Let's go to Yvonne Igoku.
Thank you, Nathan, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yvonne Ibuko, ICT, ELDI, KSG. Thank you.
Okay. Evans, are you ready to unmute? Okay, let's get to let's have, hey, I think let's get to Timothy. Timothy Kisinga.
Thank you, Nathan. And good afternoon, all. I'm in the ICT department, and we are a number of officers who will be providing support, technical support to all the participants. We have the WhatsApp groups where we encourage you to be able to inform us of any challenges that you may be having so that we can be able to address them. So maybe as an expectation, I would say for us, it's to provide timely responses and provide technical support and ensure that all of you have a seamless and satisfying experience. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And having said that, our session today will not be very long because we needed to get all of us on board and have all of us take a path of this safari. I want to maybe just give a few things about this program, and then after that we'll be done. We are calling this safari. Maybe just to ask, is there anyone who knows why we are calling it safari? Because that's very important for us to understand at this time. Why are we calling this a safari? Anyone who want to try to give to compare this to a safari?
Nathan, I can give it a shot. Michael here.
Yes.
I would say it's because it's going to be a journey that we'll take as a team, and we are starting from somewhere and we have a destination that we are getting to. From my end, I hope there will be a second safari once we get to where we are going. I hope there's also maybe some specialized training after this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you are right. It's because you are starting from somewhere and we are ending somewhere. At KSG, we have so many safaris. And therefore, there will always be a safari to take. Anytime you are here, so we be encouraged. There will always be some other levels. We are even thinking about other levels of even this particular program. But having projected my, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, now that is what a safari is. The screen that are projected, it shows a road. That road starts from closer to the closer here, where we have milestone 1, to the very far end where we have milestone 6. A safari, you take steps at a time. You take a step, you take another one, you take another one. For you not to get tired. If we are supposed, for example, to get to milestone 6 on 22nd of December, because that's our target. Our target is to get to milestone 6 on 22nd of December. And then on the 21st, that's when you are starting the safari. Yours will be a very tedious sprint. You will actually not make it. So calling it a safari is because you're actually making steps. We have even clustered it into milestones so that you know if you are not at 6% now, already we have a red flag. If you can remember the something that I shared, there are those in the green zone, those in the orange. It's now aero zone, and you have those now in the red zone. So you can start seeing whether you will graduate or not. You can, based on where you can start seeing the probability of you graduating is whether you're in the green zone, in the yellow zone, or in the red zone. And you know, I am working to really encourage us and to work with us to make sure that we leave the red zone, we even leave the yellow zone. For you to benefit from the program, you need to always be on the green zone. So from today, the zones will change because now that is now milestone 1. Now we'll go now to milestone 2. Milestone 2 is 30%. That tells you it's now more heavier than, it's now more heavier. So as we move along, you realize that it's getting heavy and heavy and heavy. And therefore, even though if you're struggling with the 6%, it means that you might have a bigger load. And we had this whole week doing orientation, practice, get to understand, so that as we start the safari, which is milestone 2, on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, that's when you have milestone 2, which is at 30%. On Friday, which is on 15th, we have milestone 3, which is 53%. On that other Tuesday, the second week, we have milestone 4, which is 77%. And then on 21st, we have milestone 5, which is 98%. And then on the last day, which is on 22nd, we'll have a milestone 6, which is 100%. The question is, how have we come up with these milestones, and what determines us saying 6%, 30%, 53%? What has helped us? If you look at the timetable that we shared with you, it's on the e-learning system. For those who are at 0, they don't understand this. That's why it was very important for you to have gone through this, so that at least you get to understand what we are sharing, because it will help you so much to be able to work with all of us in this safari. We have the orientation, which is pre-training. Pre-training ends today. And by this time, that's why you have the 6%. But the 30% is for unit 1, 2, 3, and it's for unit what? It's for unit 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. On Tuesday, we will cover unit 1 and 2. That's the 30%. On Friday, we'll review unit 3 and 4. That means this one, the 30% is unit 1 and 2. For 53 is unit 3 and 4. You can see it's right 3.5. It's halfway because the course has 8 units. Therefore, before we go for our webinar, before we come for this webinar on Tuesday, it will be good for us to have covered unit 1 and 2 on the e-learning system, so that when you are coming here, we are not coming here when you don't understand anything. The facilitators will not repeat the things that are covered. There are instructional videos and tutorials on the e-learning system. And maybe the same facilitator will be coming, maybe to give an overview, to answer questions, to engage with us. That time will be used more on engagement, but not really repeating what is already on the e-learning system. And therefore, if you have not covered that, if you have not covered unit 1 and 2 by Tuesday, that means you will even not have a question to ask. You will not have engagement to make. That's why we have given very clear guidelines on what must be covered by what time. Unit 1 and 2 by Tuesday. Unit 3 and 4 by Friday. And then that other week, by Tuesday, unit 1 and unit 5 and 6. And then by Thursday, which is on Thursday, which is on 21st, we have unit 5 and 6. Now, That's it. And then the 2% at the end, therefore, evaluation and action planning. I hope you understand that now. Any question regarding that, the Safari? Any question regarding the Safari? We now understand the Safari. Remember, we will always remind you when you are behind. And those who are behind know that they have already gotten in touch with them. When you are behind, I will always remind you, even if it's every day. We will always remind you. We'll always let you know that you are behind. Others are ahead. We will always be sending graphics to show these ones have met this milestone, these ones have not met. These ones are way behind. If you're in the red zone, most likely you are not graduating. And that's how we shall move on. I still have some time for questions. So even if you don't have a question now, it's still okay. We can have we can have questions. Now, our training has 3 components. I've shared that on WhatsApp. Has 3 components. The first component is the Safari now. The activities you cover on the e-learning system. If you look at this is Safari. They are, this is a Safari now. For the Safari, it's start from where we have started this week. All of us have seen this. Now, if you look at this space, there is a space here we have to do. Something written to do, and something else written done. When you see it green and done, that means it is done. When it's written to do, it is not done. It is still gray in color, and you will not move until you do that. For example, those who are still who have not completed this, even if Unit 1 opens, because we had set Unit 1 to open immediately after this webinar. Immediately after this webinar, at around 4, Unit 1 should open. Even if you have completed, you have not completed this, and the time has come for others to see it, for you will not see it. You will remain where you stopped. And therefore, it's just good for us to be monitoring what you have not done. You get to know what you have not done when you see that it is still has some gray badges written to do. When you have done it, it is written done. And then you can go to the next one. The next one is already locked. It's not available until this date. I don't know whether I'm on the right one. I might not be on the right one. Yeah, I'm not on the right. Okay, let me get the right one. Let me get to the right one. So so this is where we are. So the second one will open, you see, today at 4 p.m. These are give us until Tuesday, the whole weekend and Tuesday, to be at milestone 2. And after that, you can continue to milestone 3, milestone 4. So we don't lock it with dates. The date is only for now, for orientation. And you can see what is locked. It's locked until official details is done, all these activities that you have done. So if we have done this one will not show for you. It will only show the date. If you are on the e-learning system, you can see. And then you'll be finding some these sections there. The icebreaker just gives you a question for you to respond to. And then the Safari you will have For the safari, you will have units. Unit 1, introduction, unit 1, topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4. Each topic has a video, has an instruction of video, or maybe 1 or 2 instructional videos, and some questions, a discussion question that you'll get there. You will be able to click it, answer, and then after that you move. I want to be very, I want to restate that when you are responding to discussion questions, let us respond to discussion questions in a way that adds value. I've seen people doing questions in a way that they just write something that does not make sense. We follow that, and when we see anything that is unacceptable, a forum that is unacceptable, we remove it. And then you have now to return back. If you see yourself writing 1 word or 2 words or even a sentence, just know that that is unacceptable. Give information that is adding value. Don't just put in a word or a statement that is not related to the question. We follow up on this and we make sure that whatever you're putting in here is something that is adding value. We have had to remove some forums because you also don't want this e-learning system. This information is keeping here. We don't want information that is under your name, that someone came and just wrote something that is not making sense. Those are things that comes, that's information that we are documenting. And therefore, it's very important for us to make sure that we contribute to the discussion forum in a more productive way. So that is the first component, which is a safari. So when you finish this, you'll go to 2, 3, until you get to 8. All of it, there is an icebreaker, which you must first of all finish before you go to the DP safari. And then after that, you go to the ultimate challenge. So all of them have those 3 sections. Each unit has an icebreaker, the DP safari, and the ultimate challenge. You must finish one before you get to the next one. And that is the structure of the program. And that will require you to get a bit engaged so that we are able to complete this. Now, the second component is the webinars, and you see we have the webinars are the ones that we have here. And I realized that I was on a wrong course. Let me download the correct timetable. The one that I had was for another class. So when you go to your timetable, you'll see some webinars that have been marked. And those webinars are the ones that, are the ones that help us map the milestones. We have one scheduled today, the other one on 12th of September, the other one on 15th of September, 19th, 21st, and 22nd. So mark those dates and the time so that you know when the webinars are there. Webinars are good because they help us interact with the practitioners in data protection and even officers from the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner. So mark that second component is very important for us to be online at that time and engage, ask questions, and such. The final component is a team assignment. We have assigned you some teams. I know all of us know our team. If you don't know your team, let us know. We'll be able to help you. We have assigned you teams, and those teams are this one I was downloading from a previous program. So, but all of us knows our team, and you're able to engage and be able to now start the questions. You'll be able to see the questions by Monday. You'll see your team assignment, and you'll engage in your team and come up with the responses. Now, team 1, I think you already have a WhatsApp group. The coordinator for team 1 or any
Yes.
member of team 1?
Yes, we do have a group.
Okay, team 2.
Yes, we have a group.
Okay, thank you. Team 3.
Yes, we have a group.
Okay, team 4.
The group is there, Mr. Karanja.
Team 5.
Yes, we have a group.
Okay, fine. So that is happening, and on Monday you'll be able to see the questions that each team is being asked, and you'll be able to respond and prepare for presentations based on the milestones that we have given. I just shared that document with on WhatsApp so that you can see what you are expected to present on Tuesday, what you are expected to present on Tuesday, on Friday, on that other Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Friday. And that should help you prepare. I think having said that, I just want to say that we are here to assist you, to support you. The whole of this team, we don't have another work. Our work is actually to help us, to assist us and to work with us. So don't struggle alone. Don't suffer alone. Don't get frustrated alone. Let us be able to assist and work with all of us. I see Mikhail, your hand is up.
Yes. I figure let me just do the comment before you finish up.
Yes.
So we've done the introductions and we got the names, but I would just request the team on the WhatsApp group, each of us just to send the name and the organization, just the way I've done now, so that if I need to save your number, I'm able to pick it from that. Otherwise, it will be hard to network on the platform. You know, they're just numbers. You're not able to tell who is who. So if we can just do that so that I can save the number and know the organization, and then we can continue connecting from there. Thank you.
Great. That's a good input, that we also put our names and our organization for the purpose of networking. Thank you so much. Now, make sure that you are not left behind. There are those who are asking, where do we get to know where do we get to see the what? Where do we get to see the percentage? Who can, is there anyone who will be able to tell us where you see the completion percentage? Anyone who knows where we get to see the completion percentage?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, you can explain to us where we should go.
I think it's very simple. What we do,
yes,
after we're in the portal, at the left hand side of the window,
yes,
you'll find some written dashboard. If you click on that button of dashboard, it will show you directly the course that you are taking and the progress that you are in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what Kinyua is saying is that when you're at the dashboard, you should see the dashboard. You will see the courses that you have taken, and then there will be a percentage there. I want to encourage our team coordinators in our WhatsApp group. Make sure that you encourage each other as a team, so that we can all move together as teams, so that we don't leave anyone behind. Having said that, we are almost coming to the end of our presentation of our session today. Mikhail, your hand is still up.
I'll put it down.
Okay. So I want any question, anything that need clarification. We are here to respond. Okay, silence means that we are okay. We have shared a lot of information on WhatsApp. So let's keep that information. Let's work together. We are on the tab. You can imagine how many times I check the progress of everyone every day. That tells you that we are keen on this and we are committed to working with all of us. Don't just struggle alone. Don't suffer alone. We are here to make sure that we succeed. So the next milestone number 2. Who can remember it? It is 30%. 30% of quality input, not just input. 30% of quality input. And that is on Tuesday. You have the weekend and you have Monday and Tuesday morning. 30% of quality input. Thank you so much. Any other comment from even members of our team at KSG as we come to a close? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now that the program was officially opened by our deputy director, then we are good, and we can request one of us to pray. We had a lady pray for us in the morning. We can have a gentleman pray as we conclude. Who is praying as we conclude?
I can pray.
Yes, John, go right ahead.
Let's believe and pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening. We thank you for the time that we have spent together doing the introduction to this data protection course. Lord, we thank you for the facilitators, my fellow classmates, and everybody who will be involved in this course. We ask of you, Father Lord, that you may give us insight and wisdom and even concentration, even as we tackle the material, God. We ask of you, Father Lord, that you may also help us to learn and to help us improve our accuracy. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. 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 Thank you so much. I'll still be here for the next few minutes. In case you need anything, I'll still be around, but we are free to leave and have